So today, this is the card that we're going to make. I'm going to show you the one that I started out with, and we did this in clubs this month. And this month we did fun folds in clubs. We do different things. Sometimes it's a technique. Sometimes it's using a new product, but we do different things in clubs. So this is the card that I made for my clubs. And this opens up here, and you can write in here. Somehow I've got some ink in here. You know, these cards get pretty beat up when they've been through clubs. But it is an easel card. Let me see if I can get it to stand. There we go. It's a beautiful easel card. And let's see, looking at my camera to see which the best look. So I'm going to show you how I made it. And all the measurements will be on my blog once I've had a chance to edit this video. I'll put this on, all the measurements, and then you'll be able to make it yourself. If you need the products, these products are not available for the red ones. This paper is not orderable until November 17th. But the one I'm making today, Modern Christmas is what it's called, and it is available. I'm going to put this up just a little bit, just so you guys don't feel like I'm in your face. And it's going to drop a little bit, just that's the way it is. Okay, so I have already cut my parts, and I will tell you what they are. So this is a piece of basic white, and I cut it at 4 1/4 by 11, and I've scored it at 1 inch up here. Ooh, sorry about that. And then it's 6 1/2 inches right here. So when I fold this, it comes together just like that. Okay, that is our card base. And so then I have cut 2 pieces. The instructions, I'm using this. So on the original one, I used two of the same piece. I used 2 reds. But here I used a cardstock, and we had this beautiful paper that was in there. And I thought that would be really pretty on the front of there. So this is cut at 4 3/8. No, 4 1/2. 4 1/2 by 4 1/8. So I'm just leaving that 1/8 of an inch, or actually it's a 1/16 of an inch around the edges. You could change that, but when I did it on the beginning, and so I have to follow through with it in the whole card. Otherwise, it will look really odd. I need a mat. Here we go. I need a silicone mat, so let me grab that. And that will make my adhesive work much better. Okay, we'll just tap it a little, and so we're just going to attach this. Oh, I wanted to show you the paper. The paper is gorgeous, and it wouldn't have to be Christmas. I mean, this one would definitely, but not all of them would have to be done as Christmas. You could do this for a birthday card. Okay, let me show you the paper. So, of course, we have this piece, which is gold stars. On the back of that are the trees. This one, trees. And on the back of that, we have this black and white polka dot. That is so universal. I just love that. This one says fa la la. And on the back of that, we have, I knew I would forget this, a plant. Mistletoe? Yeah, mistletoe. And here we have this. We've had this pattern many, many, many times. I don't care for it, but I do like this. This is just gold and black stripes, gold, black, and white. This is an ornament. Of course, that would be a Christmassy one. And then we have this one, and I think I'm missing one. I think I'm missing a sheet. Let's see, how many did I do? 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Anyway, it's black and gold. It's all focused on black and gold. So then I'm going to attach this one, which is the same measurement. It's 4 1/4. Gosh, I should measure this because I'm going to give you the wrong measurement. I think this was cut at 4 1/2. I think this is 4 1/2 here. So this would be 4 3/8. So let's pull out a ruler here and measure this. because it does make a difference. It says cut at 4 and 1/4. Okay, so it's 4 and 1/4 by 4 and 1/8. And that's going on the inside of the card at the bottom. So you guys can see that. And then this, and this, if you're going to stamp a greeting on the inside of your card, I recommend you do it before you put it down, just because it will make a difference. Okay, so we have to figure out which way this is going. It's not going that way. It's going to go this way. And this is cut just 1/8 of an inch smaller. So if this was 4 and 1/4, this was 4 and 1/4. So this would be 4 and 1/8. The white would be 4 and 1/8. And by 4. So this, the bottom one was 4, and the black one was 4 and 1/8 by 4 and 1/4. And then this one is 4 by 4 and 1/8. Okay. All right. Well, let's finish the inside. So then I have a piece of gold and a piece of that black with the stars. Boy, I can tell it's been a long time since I've done this. I feel like I'm doing something I've never done before. And we're going to attach this together. And we're going to pop this up because this is what's going to make it an easel card. This is what's going to hold it up. I'm going to use black dimensionals just because that's what I have handy right now, and it won't make any difference. Because you're not going to see them. Okay, and then I'm just going to put this, I don't know, about 1 inch from the bottom. Now that could be smaller, it could be narrower, but remember it's only one side that's hooking. So if you did, it would have to be over here on this side. So I would be really careful what I did there. Okay, on the top up here, I am going to put on mine, on the one I did, I left it, I didn't use the DSP, but I think the DSP there would be really pretty. So we're going to try that. And we're going to put it on gold. And then we're going to attach it to the top of the card. This card is really super simple. And it's got that wow factor, which is really nice. And I cut this wrong. I did. Okay, we're going to cut a new piece because I'm not going to let that go like that. So let me just grab my gold here. And I need a piece that is 7/8 inch by 4 and 1/8, which means I cut my DSP wrong too. So let's pull this in. So I'll save that and use it on another card because that's the same measurement as the bottom. Wonder if I switch those. No, I cut them both the same. Okay. So we'll cut this at 7/8. I have the shakes this morning. I haven't had breakfast. I slept in. So I was Miss Lazy Daisy this morning. That's probably why I feel like I'm in another world. 4 and 1/8. And so I haven't had breakfast yet, so I have the shakes. So excuse my shaky hands. Okay, then we need a piece of the designer series paper. And I don't want to cut one of those big pieces, so let's grab one of my scraps here. Oh, this is the other piece that I didn't show you. I love this one. Here's the other piece, and it's beautiful. It's gold, so it's really pretty. Okay, I want stars. Let's see. Stars are right here. Okay, and this one's going to be 3/4 of an inch. Let's put that over there. And so we're going to pull it this way because I don't want to cut my 12 inch here. I like having a 12 inch piece scrap. Even if it's 12 by 6, it's okay. Okay, and then this one is going to be 4 inches. Okay, now let's put that aside. Let's try this again. So my stars are really going the wrong way, you guys. Welcome back to video. And it's not showing very much of the gold, so it's okay. It'll be fine. So my stars should be going the other way. I should have cut my paper the other way. Okay, it's stuck to my finger, so let's get this off. Oh, I'm way down there and not up here. There we go. That's better. Okay, now back to our card. So I'll just save that and use it for something else. I'll make another card and put it inside. This may be my Christmas card this year. I have not decided on a Christmas card. I have so many of them. I could send everyone a different one. Okay, so this is my card front now. So let's get that out of the way. Let's start working on this. So this starts at 2 1/8 by 5 1/4 for that one. Then this is 2 by 5 1/8. And then this is, oops, wait a minute. The gold is 2 by 5 1/8. I thought that was a big gap. And then this is 1 7/8 by 5. Okay, those are the measurements on those. We're going to adhere all 3 of them together. I do like that black and white polka dot. I can see that's going to show up other places. I'm going to have to buy some extra of this paper. Okay, and then we're going to attach this to our black sheet. We're going to attach this to the front of the card, just at the top. So I want a good glue right at the top, and it's just going to go, I'm going to line this up so that my black is on the inside of that black. So I just want it to cover the black basically, and come straight down my side here. Okay, got a little glue there. Okay, so now that is attached to the top of my card. Okay, then I've cut a circle with the Spotlight on Nature dies in gold foil. I've cut one on using the Stylish Shapes dies in basic white. Okay, I need some white dimensionals for this. And I ran out. That's what happened. I have a couple little strips here, so that will work. We'll just tear them apart. Okay, so this is, and then I have a piece of basic black. Whoops, we're not going to do that. We're going to stick those right on the silicone mat for now. I have a piece of basic black here, and I'm going to punch a 2 1/4 inch circle, which fits perfectly between these 2 layers. Okay, now this is going to go on here. Just like so. So you can see there's just a tiny edge, but that's enough to separate it and make it look the way I want it to. Now these are going to go on the back of here. Just put those 2 on there, and that's going to go onto here. Now you notice I haven't stamped anything. If you wanted to stamp something, I recommend you stamp it way back before we put the white and the black together. That way you could flip it over. It's not as nice because then your dots are different. This is, let me grab one of the packages. That is from the Greetings for You Mix and Match and Firma pack. So it has so many great greetings in it. There are 6 sheets in here. And you can see mine are used. So it has, and these are all Christmas greetings. Happy Christmas, 'tis the season. Merry Christmas, joy, merry and bright. So it's got two of each sheet. So this is, let's see if I have a sheet that's whole. Do I have any I haven't pulled stuff out of? Probably not. Maybe down, oh, good, down here on the bottom there might be. Okay, this is one of the sheets. No, those are all three the same. Okay, because there's three different sheets. This one says Merry Christmas to you. Yeah, this one says Happy Christmas, and this had joy in it. So these are amazing. I love them. They make making Christmas cards super quick and easy, and they're real elegant and they're thick. It's amazing. They're a good thickness. They're not real wimpy. So we're going to put this on with dimensionals. So this one I can use my mini dimensionals. They are adhesive. Okay, so I don't know if you guys can see that, but there is an adhesive sheet on the back, so you can see there's a line right there. So if I didn't want to pop them up, I could just go ahead and adhere it, but I like popping everything up, especially the greeting. Oops, that didn't work. About two of them. Okay, good enough. I can get all those little papers off. Do you guys find those papers all over your house? I do. They're everywhere. You'd think I was a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, but this many papers, or a card maker, for sure. Okay, so I'm going to attach this right here. I want to leave a little room at the top. I'm going to put a bow at the bottom. I'm a bow person, so I have a bow that I've tied, and it is with the gold striped mesh ribbon. It's a beautiful Christmas ribbon. It's a beautiful ribbon, period. And I'm going to put that on with a glue dot. My glue dots are just about gone here. Okay, so that's going to go right there. And then I am going to add some bling. Of course, it's Christmas. We have to have bling. And the bling I'm adding is, let me grab the box here. I'm going to show you. It's called Dressy Adhesive. Yeah, Dressy. There's no T in there. I want to put a T in there. Dressy adhesive backed embellishments, and they are just perfect for this because they're gold and silver, and they are glimmery shimmery. So they are just perfect for this particular time of season. Let's grab my take your pick tool. I'll just slide that off, and we'll put one right there and one right here. I'm only going to use two. That's something I've been doing lately, is just using two. I don't know why. It just, to me, it looks good as long as you put the two of them together. You don't want to use two and spread them out. Okay, let's get this on my card. So we're just going to put adhesive on this side. I am going to use a liquid adhesive for this, so that it sticks well, because I want a good strong adhesion. Is that a word? And I'm covering up my beautiful gold Christmas tree, which is the way it goes. Can't help that. And you're just going to center it top to bottom, right to left. So don't worry about it being centered on this as much as centered on your card. You want it centered on the card. All righty. So that is my card for today. Like I said, I will put all the instructions and everything on my blog this afternoon at Stamp with Deb. Thank you for joining me, and it feels so good to be back. I know this will get easier again. But yeah, thanks for your patience and for sticking with me, even though I wasn't here for a while. You guys all have a great rest of the week, and I will see you next Wednesday at 11 a.m. Pacific time right here at Stamp with Deb.